Hello and welcome to round one. Yes, I would like to play first. And this looks acceptable. We've got a removal spell, we've got a 3-drop. We've got a flyer. This kind of does what we want to do. We're not even dead to a train. Renegade Freighter really warps this format. Like, again, I think it's one of those cards that might have been pushed a bit too far. I think in the blind, we just run out the counter on this dude. Which we will see. Drawing a 2-drop's not bad. The fact that it's not particularly good on turn 2 is, you know, one of the downsides of playing this card, but it does do some things. That gives me a bit of incentive to spread out. So it can trade off and make this little guy irrelevant. Alright, we'll get in for one. I think I am interested in spreading out because, well, what are they going to play next turn? A 2-3? They're probably going to play a 2-3 or a 3-2. If it's a 3-2, I'd rather have this and be on blocking duty or attacking in. Like the Pioneer, we're certainly making a 3-2. I guess I'm just setting up a nice juicy target for Chandra's Forked Bolt or whatever it is if I make the servo. So that's going to lead me to the 3-3. We're a little sad if they play a 3-2, but it's not the end of the world. We can attack into it if we want to or block it and at least make this guy relevant. That's kind of fine. I'd rather him do that than the Pioneer. Like, it's possible we could get it back. Are you bold, sir? How bold are you? Do you fear my combat trickiness? You do. I thought you might. Need to be aware that we have just bluffed a Built to Last, and they think we have it. Which means we can keep bluffing it, but if they play a 3-2 and we don't attack him with the Ninth Bridge Patrol at that point, then we cannot continue to bluff Built to Last unless we draw it, which is, I mean, the fun part of gameplay here. That is what makes Magic the game we all know and love. Right, Dutch? He's a little sleepy. He doesn't want to talk today. He had a rough day yesterday of eating and sleeping. I mean, when you have to sleep for 23 hours a day and wake up to eat, you're going to need a nap after all of that, I think. Okay, pretty happy they made the 3-3. It means that the Harrier can threaten to block the Outrider. We're a little light on action here, but we can certainly get in for 3. And then look at some Harrier beats. Six Eternal do a thing. It currently ends the game in 3 turns. Welp, I know what's getting fragmentized. Uh-huh. Well. Would I rather be facing down a 5-power Trample or a 5-power Thing? I think I'm actually more scared of the Freighter than the Caravan. Alright, we hit for 6. And then next turn we're representing 8, which is what their life total will be. So basically we need to not die this turn and we're in pretty good shape. We're going to take one of these fellas out. I guess if it's going to come down to one more turn, I don't really care about the Trample, and taking the mana away from them may potentially be relevant. So let's get that life total somewhere we can handle. Let's put lethal in play. I mean, I understand I can chump the Caravan, but maybe they need mana for like a Blinky Angel or something. And this, again, does just give me lethal. Like, if they hit me for 5, I don't care. I just need them not to interact with this. I wouldn't have blocked the Outrider. This kind of tells me they don't have any combat tricks or anything, which is good news. Good news. All right. You are doing the thing. That does buy you another turn. It does put you dead to a malfunction should we draw one. That's not one, but it's all right. It's all right. So what's our game plan now? Hit for 5, put him to 3, make sure this is lethal, potentially take a hit from that. I'm down. I don't think I'm ready to trade off the 9th Bridge Patrol for the Pima Outrider, because if I'm holding it back, that's pretty good. Turtle power. Flyer's been winning games of Magic for a long time, boys and girls. That is what they do. Alright, so they have some artifacts that we are really interested in not interacting with. Like, I don't want to get hit for 5 or 5. Got 2 just terrific 3-drop artifacts. If we had another Fragmentize, which we might have had the option to pick up and I just didn't, I would really want it. If I had a few more good red cards, I'd even think about doing something here. As I mentioned, I think we're going to swap out the Construct for Herald when we're going on the draw, as it's not likely that we're going to be the beatdown very much, and I want to be able to block some of their early plays. Like, double blocking a train is pretty sad, but that is the world we're living in. I don't want to be dead. I'm also a bit exhausted, so my apologies if I'm not my normal exuberant self. Did not sleep super well last night, so just a little bit sleepy. I'm gonna try to sell that as I'm actually practicing for day 2 of a GP. That's what I'm doing, because you're gonna be tired on day 2 of a GP. After you play 10 rounds of Magic and then don't get enough sleep because you have to find your hotel and whoever you're sharing the room with won't shut up about how good their deck was. And they can't believe they didn't make day 2. And then the other roommate who didn't make day 2 and shows up drunk at 4 o'clock in the morning. Not that that's ever happened. So this is good practice. This is good practice. But let's make that little swap and come back. Wow. We got some turtles coming to boot here. I like it. Much turtle, very wow. So many turtles. I like turtles. I want to get one to a 2/5. I'd really like to get one to a 3/6, because then I kind of don't have to stress about their cards. I don't know that that means I can... Well, I kind of don't want to play the 9th Bridge Patrol now, do I? Because they're just going to kill it. Yeah, I think I like Mechanic into potential 2nd Turtle. Like, I don't need to bounce anything with this currently, and that's fine. It gives me something that can attack and block. And then if I like, I can use the 2nd Turtle to do something here. Like getting this to a 2/5, which I think we're very interested in. I still can't run out the patrol. Like, there was a little bit of an argument for save this guy until that's off the table. But I am really excited about a 2/5 turtle, and I don't have to stress about Pima Outriders. I still have to be scared to death of their vehicles. I don't think I can attack with this here. Because, like, trading 4 for 4 against a deck that's aggressive is not typically a very good idea. We are setting up a great blocker for next turn, but I don't mind trading this off. And I don't have to trade it off. Alright. Like, I don't know that the 2-2 is going to win me the game. Whereas the 2-5 might. But overall, this is a good trade for me. I'm halfway considering making this a 3-6 off of the Ibex and just going full turtle. Like, if they revoke it, we're sad, but like that leaves me a great block here. I've got something that's actively threatening and none of their vehicles can get through. That is exactly what I'm doing. Now, there's an obvious downside to this, and that if they kill this turtle, my fabrication module gets a good bit worse. But I kind of just want to hit lands and copy whatever their best card is. And I do like turtles. All right, that is a pioneering play. Still lets us attack. I don't know that I'm interested in trading this for one of them. I might be. I legitimately might be. But I can certainly get in with the goat. Like, we potentially trade it for an oatmeal courage, but that's all right. They can trade this guy for an oatmeal courage too. I think I like having this as a blocker, but I could see a compelling argument for attacking with both and then potentially double constructing. If I'm thinking about that, we should construct first and see if there's a land on top, because I really do want a land. We'll also see what they do with their scry. Okay, I want that. So that gives me some incentive to play the 9th Bridge Patrol and attack with both of these. If they want to use a trick to get one of my creatures, that's fine. The 9th Bridge Patrol can get through this. If they don't, and they put the card on top, they're probably not going to want to use the mana on this. Okay, I went top, they went bottom. So if 9th Bridge Patrol is ever going to get played, it's here. I realize they can kill it next turn, but it does make them a little more incentivized to take this damage, and taking 5 seems really good to me. And now we've got our 9th Bridge Patrol as the 2-2. So it's just going to get better from there, and we'll hit our land next turn and probably the turn after. That turtle did a lot of damage. This one's not doing so much, but that's all right. That is all right. Veteran motorist, you say? Head out onto the highway. Get your motorist running. Looking for adventure? And shenanigans! So they've got some spiffy little shenanigans coming too. I'm going to get a scry and see what we're looking at for next turn. Again, I think land is what we're most interested in, but that may lead to a decision about whether or not we want to just attack him with the 9th Bridge Patrol. I think I'd rather have a land than Malfunction now, because I just want to slam the Artistry. Like, Malfunction's exciting. What's the worst they can do to me if I let them untap with this? They can basically kill a 2-2 by using this and the Renegade. And that's kind of not the end of the world. What happens if I swing team here? Well, at least here, and here. They probably take 2, trade, maybe trade. I think Artistry next turn is going to be so good, I'll let that whiff. Like, if I'm not drawing the Malfunction, if I'm not drawing the land that I'm interested in, I'm drawing another action card, which is going to be fine. I've certainly got an attack with the Ibex, because I don't mind trading either of these off for that. I'm trying to decide if we've got an attack with anybody else. Like, we are trading a 2/4 for a 3/2 when we don't have to. We can also just sit and attack with the Construct. That probably just gets me in for 2, and that's probably just fine. I think they're going to burn some resources to kill the 9th Bridge Patrol, which means they don't want to trade off with this, which means they're at 10. So if they trade with it, this is going to be a problem. So just get them to 10 here. And then next turn, if they land a big thing, we'll copy it. If they don't, I think I'm pretty happy copying the Puzzle Knot to plurp that and this guy to get some more energy to feed to our buddies here. I may not be able to do it now, though. The challenge is if I try to copy... If I try to copy a 2/2, they're just going to use that Puzzle Knot to kill it in response, which would be bad for us. So I think I need to goad them into doing that and keep one construct back. Then we can potentially copy the best card that's left as well as one of the constructs. Like, just copying an Ibex I don't think does enough here. But I think we can certainly go here. I'd like to be attacking for more, but the Ibex does a good bit being held back. I also kind of don't want to attack with the patrol because I want them to ping and Puzzle Knot here. So I think we just send with one construct. I do think I value the second construct. And if they just take the damage, that's kind of okay too. We can copy an Ibex and a construct post-combat. You could do a lot worse. Copying their Aether Torch Renegade is still something that I'm very interested in as well. I just, like, if I do that, they're just going to ping it and then do that. It's like we've got to get something that has more than 2 toughness or they're just going to machine gun it down. They have the Wambu Kambu. Okay. This is fine. Okay, that's fine too. Blossoming Defense, you say? So good. Means I can't counter that guy, but they've got to pop their Puzzle Knot here to kill Home Slice. Which leaves us basically having 1 for 1. I mean, we sort of got a 2 for 1, a 2 for 2, right? Because they didn't get any value when they played this initially. So I think we're in good shape. So do I want an Eager Construct and an Ibex, or an Eager Construct and something else? I think a 3/5 looks pretty good on this board. I can also hold for a turn so that I could get this, as that would be really good on this board. But I think I'm going to fire it off now. It means I can resolve it and I can get 2 creatures on the board. That's quite a bit of board presence. We also get a random scry. That's not really helpful when this is still in play. So I'm going to get him out of here. I mean, it's cute if we can run it out and make them start making trades and grow it, but like we've just got attacks with all of the 2/2s here. I think I'd like to put the counter on this Ibex. So if we draw the blink spell, we could blink the other one. I guess we could blink the turtle. But I think I want to attack with the 3/5 here. What does that do? It's still just going to trade for one card, so I can attack with the constructs. Like, what does that do? That's an easy trade for them. That's probably a trade for them. Yeah, we kind of need a flyer to close the game out. And we don't have one. But I think trading these off is probably good for us. I know they get a card, and that sucks, but they're going to get a card eventually. We can also just sit and wait to draw a flyer, which is not absurd. Yeah, they just double block a 3/5 with these two. What does that mean? They could still trade this here, or this here in ping, and then they're left with a 2/2 draw a card and a pinger. All right. I think that means I can go in with these constructs. Like, I don't mind trading them off for any of their cards. We've still got good blockers. And we'll just kind of chillax until we draw a flyer. We have several. They will likely win us the game. We can find them. We can make them our own. Yeah, those are kind of the blocks I expected. So as long as their card isn't better than ours, we're in pretty good shape. Not really sure what they're splashing for. Well, Pima Outrider's pretty good. We can double block it, a little weak to a combat trick, but we can get through that. I'd really like to see that flyer that we've been waiting on. Okay, there we go. There's a flyer. They're probably just going to ping it, which does at least leave me with a servo. Like, you can ping it now, or I get a 3/2 flyer. I think I'll choose the servo. I'm also going to play out the land. No, I don't need to. Well, we might draw Cloud Blazer into something. The servo's relevant because of the Trinketia. Okay, that is relevant. That is relevant. Maybe I got too aggressive with my turtle. I thought I was the aggressor, and then I was not. At least they're not attacking. I call foul of the P variety. Because you're going to start taking two here, buddy. Is it great? No, it's 6 turns. It's going to take a while, but it at least allows us something that can start closing a game. I also don't hate having that up. It protects us from things like Hunt the Weak. Potentially lets us... Like, I don't really want to bounce any of their dudes, but I guess we could bounce a token. Bounce a land if you need to. I'm not overtly concerned about that. Still going to play out them lands because we do have some card draw in this deck. Alright, it's going to take a while. But we can kill you with Peacock. That's not me being peacocky. It's just recognizing that 2 damage over enough turns will begin to do a thing. If they attack, we're going to block this Ibex here, this Ibex there, with the idea that that does get them in for a good bit of damage, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, putting us to 10. But then they'll try to ping this Ibex. We can bounce it as well as the servo, and that's not bad for us. So I think this is the turn where they go all in. No, this is the turn where they do this. Okay. Well, I'm again fine blocking here. If they've got a combat trick, we can pseudo get it there. And if their plan is to just ping this, that's fine too. Like, that's not crazy exciting, but it means we basically drew an action card. It's another goat. But that is not irrelevant. The animation module, eh? It seems like we might want to do that and attack here, because they don't really have a good block for it, and it's going to get us some stuff. That's 3 to do, so we can even hit for a good bit more here if we want to and make another one. And not much point in doing it now. Yeah, let's get our other goat going. I think we can goat there. Proliferating our way to victory. That's not bad either. So this can be attacking as a 4/6 that we can instant speed pump up to a 5/7. Which means something's got to get through it. The downside is if let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they kill it, the animation module doesn't do anything anymore. I think I'm okay with that because we can just spam out servos after that. I could also attack with this and have 2 3/5s. Yeah, I think I like that. Because they can't kill both of them this way. Okay, so this goat, yes. This ability, yes. That goat we don't have the energy for. Alrighty. So yeah, they have to chomp here. I'm alright with this. I don't think I need this guy in play this turn, because I can do it next turn and present Mega Lethal. Mega lethal. All right, cool. There is round one. I will see you for round two in just a moment.